Hey guys, it's Emma and welcome back to my channel. So today I have a super exciting video, which I know I say every single video, but today is extremely special because this is my TBR for the Gilmore Girls Readathon. So if you guys haven't heard of this, where have you been? But no, I'm kidding. But if you guys didn't know, Gilmore Girls is my favorite show. I've seen it through maybe 7 or 8 times. I'm currently in a rewatch right now. That's how much I love it. So when I saw that Pastel Pages, Liv's Library, and Mackenzie Lane were throwing this Gilmore Girls Readathon, I honestly instantly jumped on it. So I think I even liked the tweet when Desi from Pastel Pages was just like bringing it up like as an idea. So we love that. So today I'm going to show you guys my TBR. I don't have every book physical, as always. I will be using my library because that's just what we like to do. Even though I have 30 unread books, I just get more from the library. It's fine. So yeah, I'm going to walk you guys through the prompts and give you guys what I'm reading, some ideas. I am posting this video a few days before the readathon starts because this readathon runs from October 1st to the 15th, so you guys still have time to join in. So let's just hop into my TBR. So the first prompt is to read a book with a school setting in honor of Yale and Chilton, which Rory goes to during the series. And for that, I will be reading Carry On by Rainbow Rowell. So I haven't read this yet, but everyone has been talking about Wayward Son, and I've been seeing it all over my Bookstagram, so I just am dying to pick this up. I don't really know what it's about. Well, see, okay, I've read Fangirl, so like I've read parts of it, you know how, because this is the fantasy story that is in Fangirl, which is basically a fanfic of Harry Potter, where I believe Harry and Ron get together instead of Ron and Hermione and Harry and Ginny. Duh. So, yeah. So this is basically a take on the Chosen One trope, where Simon Snow is the worst chosen one who's ever been chosen. So that's what his roommate Baz says. And Baz might be evil and a vampire and a complete git. I don't know what that word means, but he's probably right. Half the time Simon can't even make his wand work, and the other half he set something on fire. His mentor is avoiding him, his girlfriend broke up with him, and there's a magic-eating monster running around wearing Simon's face. Well, if that isn't the most chaotic but great-sounding summary I've ever heard. But yeah, so this is the UK edition, which I found randomly at a used bookstore for $1. So we love that. So it's just like, I'm just gonna show you it because I think it's so pretty. But yeah, it's got them in there, and it's yellow. If you guys didn't know, blue and yellow are my favorite colors, so I'm just happy about that. And it's got like really cool end papers, and this is Watford, which is the school, so check off that challenge. But yeah, so that's the first book. And then the second challenge is to read a book featuring a mother-daughter relationship in honor of Lorelai and Rory's really interesting relationship that we see throughout the show. And for this, I will be reading Saga Volume 1. I'm reading it on Hoopla through my library, so it's free. So feel free to check that out. But this is a this is a graphic novel series that's basically about these star-crossed lovers who get together, and their child is telling the story of like their lives. I've heard great things about it. It's very adult. Apparently it's like written M for mature, which I didn't even know was a thing until this series. So just for warning you, I like I said, haven't read it yet, so I don't know anything about it, but that's basically the summary that I've heard from other people. So yeah, it was really hard to figure out a mother-daughter dynamic book, so I think that this works because it's, you know, I don't know if it's a daughter. I hope it's a daughter because I'm not changing my mind. So we'll do mother-child relationship. Like I said, I really don't know anything about the book. But yeah. Alright, so next we have any cozy book set during fall or winter, because those are the feels that we have in Gilmore Girls and in honor of Lorelai smelling snow. So yeah. So for this, I will hopefully be reading Pumpkinheads by Rainbow Rowell. More Rainbow Rowell. But that is a new graphic novel that she's made with, it's illustrated by, I believe, Faith Erin Hendricks is her name. I'm sorry if I got that wrong. But yeah, my library is still acquiring it, so I have my name in the hold list and hopefully I'll get it. But if I don't, I do have a backup, and that is The Wicked Deep by Shay Earnshaw. This came out, I think, last year, and I saw everyone and their mother talking about it. I know it has very mixed reviews, but it's basically about 200 years ago, 3 sisters were sentenced to death for witchery, and they were like drowned, and now each summer, but it's a witchy book, so I'm gonna pretend it's fall. Each summer, the sisters return and steal the bodies of 3 troubled girls, so that they may seek their revenge, luring boys into the harbor and pulling them under. So yeah, I know it says it's in the summer, but it's witches. It feels like a fall book. I'm doing it. Like I said, this is just a backup in case Pumpkinheads doesn't come in, and I really want Pumpkinheads. And honestly, I might even buy it if the library doesn't get it, but you know, the library's the first choice because I don't want to spend $13 in a graphic novel right now. Slash I can't. So the next book that I have is covering 2 prompts, and that is a book with complicated love interests in honor of Rory, Jess, and Dean, and also a book by an Asian author with Asian representation in honor of Lane. So for that, I have Wicked Fox by Kat Cho. So this is a book that's been going around a lot recently, and this is a fantasy novel surrounding this nine-tailed fox, I believe. She's a gumiho, a 9-tailed fox who survives by consuming the energy of men. But basically, why I'm saying it's a complicated love interest sort of thing is there's a romance that happens, I'm sure. So when she crosses paths with the handsome boy her age, she breaks her mother's cardinal rule, revealing herself and her 9 tails to save the guy from certain death. So that sounds like pretty complicated, and the fact that she's supposed to be like surviving off men's hearts but then saves a man, is it a stretch? Maybe, but I think it sounds great. Also, if I wanted to, possession and luring of other people is also complicated. You know, they said that we could twist the rules. I'm twisting them a little bit. The next challenge is to read the next book in a series that you haven't finished yet. This is in honor of the continuation of the Gilmore Girls, A Year in the Life. And for that, I will be reading Obsidio by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. This is book 3 in the Illuminae files. I read Illuminae and Gemina in September, I'm still reading Gemina, but it'll be done when this goes up. But yeah, so I really want to get on to Obsidio and just manage the whole series. So yes, this will be on, and it's also in mixed media, so it reads pretty fast considering how chunky it is. So yeah, it seems like the perfect book for a readathon. Alright, and the last book that we have is a book with food on the cover, or where food is a central point of the story, and the perfect book for that is With the Fire on High by Elizabeth Acevedo. This has a beautiful cover with food all over it, and this story is also about a chef. This is about Emily Santiago, and ever since she got pregnant freshman year, her life has been making tough decisions for her daughter, but the one place she felt she can let that all go is in the kitchen. So this book has recipes all throughout, and also there's different food items like throughout, and it's just supposed to be good. I've never read an Elizabeth Acevedo book, so I'm super excited about this. I also have the ebook for this on Hoopla through my library again, and it's actually narrated by Elizabeth Acevedo, and I heard she does an amazing job because these are her own stories, so she really knows where she wants to put certain emphasis and stuff like that, and I've just heard her audiobooks are amazing, so I'm super excited about that. So these are some of the 6 books that I will be reading for the Gilmore-a-thon, or the Gilmore Girls Readathon. I do hope you guys enjoyed this video, and please feel free to comment below with links to your TBR if you made one, and tell me who your favorite Gilmore Girls love interest is. Because I'm definitely Team Logan, even though that's very controversial, so we love. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!